All right, everybody, welcome out to the Logrum Guys Craft Beer Show. It is Tuesday, July the 23rd, 2024. Jersey Johnny coming at you. With me, as always, is none other than Mr. Beer Samurai. Say hello, Mr. Samurai. You have to unmute yourself, Mr. Samurai, because you muted yourself, Mr. Samurai.
Oh, what's he? What now?
There you
go. Hold on. I'm having wardrobe issues here. Here we go.
There you go. Always
now I look festive.
Always get dressed at the last minute. There you go. I got it. Like that. You look festive as always, sir. No hat though.
No hat, because I think I.
What do you have? What do you have on there? What do you got? What do you?
Barred Wolf.
And what's on the Hawaiian shirt there?
It's just like the Hawaiian color, Christmas colors. That's all.
I got you. See, I actually have Santa
surfing and golfing.
Yeah. Right? And I have Homer Simpson drinking a beer and on a Christmas type. Beer. And of course,
speaking of beer, I'm opening my beer over.
Yeah, you know what? We're starting the show a little odd tonight. More odd than we normally do. So you'll find out why in a moment. But yeah, let's do that. What are you having first?
I'm having. Did I say? Yeah, I was going to set up. What? Yeah. Okay. Samuel Smith's Winter Welcome.
You're going to start with that one, are you?
I'm starting. I told you I was going to start with that one.
All right, fine. Well, that means I just have to. See, I would have started with the.
I gave you the order I was drinking.
Oh, you didn't say that. You said
most probably in this order.
Probably, yeah. You didn't.
But you know when I say most probably, it's usually
yeah. Anyway, all right. So yeah, which one is it? I'll put it up in there.
It's a winter warmer. It's a winter
warmer from. There you go. There it is. Right.
And most
Winter Welcome. It's a 6% winter warmer from Samuel Smith's Brewery in Tadcaster, England.
Tadcaster.
Oddly enough, what is the name of their porter?
It's the Taddy Porter, named after Tadcaster.
There you go.
And they are one of a bunch of breweries that are situated around a lake and a water table that is high in gypsum.
Mm-hmm.
So they're so many of their beers come off drinking so damn soft because of that gypsum, natural gypsum in the water. But before I do that, I need a snack.
You need a snack, and what snack are you gonna have?
Reese's peanut butter cups.
I do like those treats.
They are delicious.
They are very delicious.
Delicious.
Why don't we tell everybody why
we are
talking this particular way? Thusly. Happy overpronunciation day, everybody.
We promise we are done with that.
And we're done. That's it.
With that.
Happy overpronunciation.
Because you know what? It's really hard to overpronounce it. In your mouth.
Exactly. And also happy National Peanut Butter and Chocolate Day.
Oh, yes.
I will join you right here.
There you go.
There you go.
Oh, yours looks like someone sat on it.
Mine's a thin.
Well, that's why it looks like someone sat on.
See, it's thin. See?
That is TH. That's THN.
Thin.
Mine's normal. They do make the big cups.
They do. I've had them.
Yep, those. And you know what? I think it really throws off the chocolate to peanut butter ratio.
It definitely throws off the balance. Yeah. I'm
like a purist for so many things, like the Oreos. I'm not a fan of double stuff. I like the traditional ratio of chocolate wafer to cream. Sorry.
You know what isn't bad?
Well, it's not bad.
The thins.
But the thins, there's no cream. It's just the cook.
No, just cream. It's just a thin layer of cream.
Thin layer.
So it's basically half an Oreo, but not this way.
But the cookies are thinner too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But then you're not destroying the ratio.
Exactly.
Okay, so now I wasn't smart enough to have water to wash that out of my mouth.
Oh, with all the beer we're drinking tonight, I actually have 2 bottles of water tonight.
This is going to be really well. I'm not making it through the show without a bathroom break after all.
Probably.
So I think that would have
So.
Oh, you never told me. Do we have a top 3s tonight, or are we just doing our top 3?
Oh, no, we have a top.
Never changes.
No, we have a top 3 list tonight, separate one. But I will surprise everybody when we get there. Those of you that actually are watching the show that saw the post will know what it is because it was in the post.
It was in the post. Hold on, I'm gonna go. Gypsum and peanut butter.
Gypsum and peanut butter. Gotta love it. There you go. Can you see it yet?
Hold on.
He's getting there.
Well, no. I messaged Chris Gard. So Chris Gard has got a page called Love Beer Will Travel. He wanted to invite me to join the Facebook group. So I'll have to do that after the show. So Chris, watching, I'm on it. So let's see. What's the name of our show again?
I could just tell you what it is. That might make it easier.
There's no word. The LOGGER.
No, that's not it.
Oh, that's something different.
Right.
Oh, look, I can see two idiots talking right now, and I can see myself
talking about yourself.
Looking at my phone, talking
about yourself.
Oh boy! Oh, wow. So we are definitely live.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 3 old school Christmas time things to do.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, like.
Whatever it is, doesn't matter. No rhyme, no reason, no nothing. Just 3 old school Christmas time from your childhood, from your early adulthood, from your teenage years.
How about
places to go, things to do, foods to eat, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Throwing your old brother down down the stairs and wiping out your stepfather with him.
That is one thing. Sure. Absolutely.
Okay. Yes.
There you go.
And that happened.
There you go. I would imagine so. I'm going to bring that. I'm going to write it down. I'm going to write that down now. When Brian comes on the Christmas show this December, I'm going to ask him about that.
Oh, he remembers.
Mm-hmm.
He remembers that one.
So, in any event, just so you're aware, folks, this was, our annual Christmas in July. Well, it still is our annual Christmas in July.
It actually is. Absolutely is.
But unfortunately,
these ridiculous clothes.
Yeah, unfortunately, our leader of drinking Christmas beer in July,
our spiritual leader in this case, yes,
would be John Staradumsky, Mr. Bruguru. He got stuck at work, legitimately got stuck at work to the point where he is actually so upset.
Someone may be fired over this because he's the boss,
right? So somebody called out. Nobody else would take the shift. He had to stay. So I'm hoping, and I think he is too, that we'll actually go long enough that he'll actually finish work and jump on for a minute. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, if I continue to drink at this rate, I'm not going to last, John.
Probably not, but yeah.
This is almost gone. So for my second beer.
So yeah, well, I didn't even pour my first one yet. So.
Okay.
We'll just drink whatever we want. We have to drink the stuff at the same time because I think I am going to start with the one I always start with, unless you want to just jump that into your second beer, right?
No, I'm not jumping that into my second beer because I want to taste the rest of my second beers, and third beers, and fourth beers, and fifth beers.
I see what you're saying.
That's why I've got this towards the end, followed by possibly a porter.
I got you.
Because I'll be able to taste the porter after that.
All right, fair enough. Are you starting your second beer already?
Let's see. You tell me.
All right. What is your second beer?
I'm going to the. Okay, so this Christmas in July show should also have a subtitle to it,
which is
it's the John, Dave, and Tom get the stuff that's been sitting in their fridge since Christmas they haven't drank yet out. Mm-hmm. And in this case, this one. The Einstock.
Oh, you're going that one. All right.
Yeah. So,
all right. You know what? That's fine. I'll switch it up to that, so we can have at least another one of the same at the same time. I've been wanting to have this right now anyway, so there you go. Just start with this one.
I'll tell you something. So you see the guy in the can, right? Oh, that's good.
Bless you. Holy shit!
Oof. That has some good timber to it. Damn.
Yeah.
John, what would
just closing my
Okay. So you see the guy on there?
Yep.
Okay, so I had to use this glass.
You did. I
had to use this glass.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, do I have a flashlight? Because usually, if I can get a good colored beer, and shine a flashlight down into it, the eyes get a really good glow. Let me see if I can get this.
Well, while you do that,
hold on. See now if I can just put. There we go.
Oh yeah. Look at that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's why I love this glass. Is you can get a nice effect.
There you go. Well, there you go. Well, bully for you, as it were.
Bully
for you.
Bully.
There you go.
Yada yada yada.
All right. Which we call it. So, please welcome to the show our other guest, who is on with us tonight.
He's been pre-gaming the show.
He's been pre-gaming the show at a brewery. He's jumping on right now with us.
I couldn't find a message from you guys, but anyway, nevertheless, here I am.
There he is.
How are you guys doing? Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you perfectly, Tom.
And prepared. Look at that shirt.
Look at that. See, I did a quick wardrobe change. I'm going to jump off camera for a second, grab my beer, and I'll be right back.
Beer?
You got it.
Is that singular?
Singular. I think while he goes off camera, let's throw a couple comments up here. We have Jeff Morello.
Hey, Jeff, how we doing?
Jeff Morello. Hey, guys, can I listen if I'm drinking bourbon? Jeff, absolutely you can listen drinking bourbon. And please listen tomorrow night on the End of Chaser podcast.
Tequila.
More on that later. We're drinking tequila, but you can drink bourbon there too. But Jeff, cheers. Thanks for
considering this weekend. Was it this weekend? No, I don't think I stopped by the brewery this weekend. It was last weekend I was at the brewery. Right. I was right around the corner from you because I went and bought a new bike at Whippity Cycle.
There you go.
And I've been going there for over 30 years. Love those people.
And you finally bought a bike?
Yeah. Because I told you that my mine and Carrie's bikes have been vandalized and destroyed.
I mean you've been going there for 30 years and you finally bought a bike. That's
no. But the bike that got destroyed, I bought there over 30 years ago.
Oh, there you go.
And I brought it in. And they worked up, how much it would cost to fix everything. And I'm like, you've got a kind of a nice bike used one sitting out there that's cheaper than what it cost to fix this old one. They're like, yeah, that's a good point. So I bought a new to me bike.
A new to you bike.
But we're there the weekend prior buying Carrie a new to her bike. And that's when we popped by the brewery.
There you go.
I got because And Jeff is one of the owners and the brewers over at Double Tap.
Double Tap Brewing in Whippany, New Jersey. Yes, Jeff, absolutely.
Oh, they make some good stuff.
Jeff, he and I can wax nostalgic about last year in CBC. That was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. That's right. And you guys met there.
Met up there.
You met prior to that. Yeah. I realize it's a dust worded wrong.
This is right. Also, another comment. Doug Smith. Merry Christmas in July. Merry Christmas in July, Doug.
Merry Christmas, Doug. I'm almost there.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that he's got the Rhode Island seal up there now.
There you go.
That hope and that anchor. I mean, you see that all over Rhode Island if you know where to look. You make it nostalgic for the short time that I lived there, but it really had an impact on me because it was during COVID. So
there you go. And Jeff said, "Thanks for the shout out." Absolutely, Jeff. Anytime, always. I'll give you my first beer that I'm having here is Christmas Ale. It's a from Bell's Brewery. It's a Scotch ale.
That's a beautiful. You're starting with the Scotch. Wow.
Well, every other beer other than the two we have in common that you're going to drink later, so I'm waiting on, is bigger than this. So
okay.
So there you go.
You shouldn't really have jealousy, John.
No, I know. So. Cheers.
Oh, I'll cheers you with my second beer.
There you go.
That first one went down so damn fast.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, that is pretty tasty.
Oh, that's a beautiful beer.
That was beer. It's only 7.5%. It's not that big.
No.
It's not going to kill anything. So yeah. But that was nice and tasty. There you go. Tom should be on in a minute. He's curating.
And I'm here. I'm back.
Look at that.
You got all your beers?
I had a day off today, and for some reason, I kind of slipped my mind that we had this show going on because I messaged you guys about the show tomorrow, but I didn't think about the show today. So
you know what?
Nevertheless,
that's on us for not reminding you about it.
We talked about it a couple weeks ago on the other show.
Yeah.
The end
of
it.
I've been drinking since then.
Constantly.
Yeah.
Well, I know you're not. I'm going to say this, and I know you're not going to believe it, but I haven't had a beer for a week. I haven't had as of yesterday. I went a whole week without having any alcohol.
Wow. Any alcohol?
Oh no, that's not true. That's not true.
Any beer.
I went a whole work week. I went 5 days without having any alcohol at all.
There you go.
Oh, good for you, man.
Good for you.
So anyway, I don't have anything specifically that says Christmas, but I do have beers that come out at Christmas time. And the first one I'm going to have with you is the Materfamilias from Mother's Brewing Company right here in town. I'm going to pour that, and I'm going to give you some more information on it.
Absolutely. And you know what? This is a perfect segue. Tom, you didn't have a drink for 5 work days, and the way to celebrate it is a Christmas in July show tonight and a tequila show tomorrow. Perfect way to celebrate.
The tequila. I forgot about you guys wanted to do tequila. Just crap. So that's why I got out today. I wanted to get a bottle of tequila, so I got it because I don't keep tequila on hand. So oh my god, these guys want to do tequila. Anyways,
keep tequila on hand. Need to have it.
I'm a whiskey guy, man. I like bourbon. I like rye.
I'm a bourbon first, tequila next.
Oh no!
But bourbon and rye.
Tequila is my kryptonite.
Tequila is your kryptonite. All right, fair enough.
It really is.
I can't wait till tomorrow night.
For you, it's 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila floor, Tom.
It's yes. So the worst hangover I've ever had in my life was from Jose Cuervo, which is kind of bottom shelf tequila. But at the time, we thought it was top shelf. And I remember this hangover to this very day.
Oh, that's I got that. I have one of those memorable hangovers from 151.
151 Ron Rico?
Bacardi 151.
Bacardi 151. There you go.
Yeah.
Ron Rico 151 to me always tastes a little bit stronger than Bacardi.
Maybe, but I had a liter bottle of it. Mm-hmm. And when I say I had a liter bottle of it, I had the liter bottle of it.
Well,
no one shared with me.
And how long?
Nobody would share with you. Those bastards.
I wouldn't share.
No, he wouldn't share with anybody.
You wouldn't share. Okay.
And actually, I lied.
Then you're the bastard.
It wasn't a full liter that I drank. Because the next morning, apparently, I still had some in a coffee cup. Mm-hmm. And so some of my friends on the floor, because this is in college, they're like, oh, you're not doing so well. Here, you should drink this. They hand me the coffee cup. I take one sip of it and then had to run to the bathroom. Because
oh, no.
But when I came back, I'm not going to waste 151. So I downed it. So I did drink the whole liter.
There you go.
Just not all in one night.
Yeah, I got to be honest with you. I've drank a lot at certain times in over the years. 1 liter of 151 rum. Yeah, I no.
Oh no, 1 liter. I'm sorry, it was a 750.
Even so, that's still,
750.
That's still like that's 2 750s of rum basically.
Yeah, and it was this was
regular rum.
Freshman year of college.
Wow, look at you starting early. In there.
I can't believe
you're such a smart guy.
Yeah. Well, obviously not, because I didn't start freshman year of college until I was over 21, obviously.
Well, hell, I'm just a high school educated guy, so.
In any event,
I'm a moron compared to you two.
And why are we talking about rum?
If you believe that, I'm running for president as well.
And why are we talking about rum on this show? Because rum is summer, and this is July, and it's Christmas in July, so it all fits together. But
now Tom, did you get a haircut, or did you just bouffant it a little bit?
No, I just slicked her back.
He's got that. What's that?
Pomade. He's got a little pomade.
I got the pomade on. I've been letting the pork chops grow out. If you can see that.
You're getting there.
He's got that Johnny Bravo thing going on.
The Johnny Bravo. There we go. They're almost visible, Tom.
Yeah. Well, no. See, there's a lot there now, but the problem is they're all white. They're all freaking white. They come in snow fucking white now.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Who has white hair on their face? I mean, come on.
Look at us. John's looking very much like Santa over there.
Well, that's the idea, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I told my wife. I should let this start growing out now, so I can have a Santa beard by Christmas time. Because my facial hair grows very slow. Yeah.
I didn't think you were legally allowed to play Santa. Wasn't there a petition?
Well, I can't play with Santa. That's a whole other thing altogether.
That was a whole thing. There was an article, and no.
There's
anyway. There's a restraining order, but nevertheless,
the public outcry.
Exactly.
I was shying them, but that's another thing altogether.
This was in Cheyenne, Wyoming. What Cheyenne? What is? I could have sworn he said Cheyenne.
He did say no. He was shy and something.
Oh, he's shy. I thought he said Cheyenne.
So where's the Bruguru? He usually does his Christmas in July show with us.
Bruguru was supposed to be here. He is so mad. He actually got stuck at work. One of his guys called out, and nobody else would take the shift. So he didn't have a choice but to stay.
Those bastards.
And people,
And you.
This is the whole reason we do the show.
People are the worst.
He's more mad than the three of us put together that he's not.
Yeah.
People are the worst.
I'm mad, upset.
Well, the thing is, the reason being is because we're sitting here drinking on a Tuesday night and he's at work. So I'd be more upset than the three of us put together too.
And he had off today, he had off tomorrow just because of this show.
That's makes it even worse.
See, I've got tomorrow off as well, so that's the best part. Yeah.
There you go.
I don't, but I just.
Well, Dave, you could just pass out at any time. It wouldn't be the first time.
No. It would be the second.
It won't be the last time either.
It won't be the last time.
Yeah.
And the way these are going down. Say it for me.
Going down.
They're going
faster
down.
Going down quicker. No. Tijuana hooker.
There it is. Thank you.
That was a good song, though. I started singing Monkeys.
The Monkeys. I love that tune, man. I used to karaoke the hell out of that tune. Nobody knew it. I was the only guy that knew it, but I could sing that song. I even had those scat notes down, if you can believe that.
In the morning, wet and dry. And we're
getting I'm going down. I even had those scat notes down, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
I thought you were doing the Springsteen song, "Going Down, Down."
No, the Monkeys.
Going.
Yeah, but then I realized no. I thought you were doing the Springsteen song.
Oh, mercy.
Yeah, nobody wants to hear me. I'll stop that.
So Christmas in July, my wife and I have been watching some Christmas movies to get in the spirit for this.
There you go.
There's been a few on. There's been a bunch on. There's a few channels. Hallmark.
Well, I own a bunch. I bought a bunch of movies. So we watched White Christmas because that's the first Christmas movie we watched. Well, actually, that's not true. The first Christmas movie we watched is Die Hard.
Well, of course.
Yeah, because it's not Christmas until Hans Gruber
falls
from the Nakatomi building.
Absolutely.
And then we watched White Christmas, and we've watched I'll Be Home for Christmas. And
Nice. All the classics. Well, what I was saying is Hallmark. None of those are on Hallmark by any means. None of those. Hallmark has all of the.
I don't watch any Hallmark Christmas movies. Though I watch classics. I'm a classics kind of guy.
Somewhere. All of this. Hallmark does these. I don't want to look. They do have some actors in it, like what's her face that was in Full House. Whatever.
Oh, the Consummate Mother. She was the mother. She was the mother in Beetlejuice and that one.
No.
Oh, Full House.
Full House.
I was thinking Home Alone.
You're talking about Kirk Cameron's sister, right?
Yeah. Candace Cameron Bure. That's it.
Yeah. The homophobic one.
Right. She's in a bunch of them, but they play out. The reason I'm telling you,
I don't watch anything she's in because she's homophobic as hell.
The reason I'm telling you this, well, I'm not even talking specifically about her. Just they make a bunch of Christmas movies.
They do, yeah.
With the
same actors,
same actors,
3 actors, 2 plot lines, 1 director.
Exactly. They just move it from city to city and whatever, right? But the one I was going to tell you is if you've been to Asheville, North Carolina, all right, there's a place called the Biltmore. All right.
There is.
All right. I've been to the Biltmore, been on a tour of the Biltmore and everything.
You have.
I've been to the Biltmore.
They filmed a Christmas movie there early last year. They filmed a Christmas movie, not while we were there. No,
were you an extra?
They had just now.
Extra?
They had just wrapped up filming it. We heard about from people.
Were you the handyman that was well below her station, but you fell in love with anyway?
I was. Yeah, that was me. Because
that's how these scripts go.
Exactly.
Who hasn't been?
Right. But in any event, as it turns out, they aired it this past year. The reason I'm bringing it up, not that it really matters, but the lead male is actually the cousin of a friend of mine's husband, or so a cousin-in-law of a friend of mine.
That was fascinating, John.
I thought it was, but no, it was kind of cool to see.
I was riveted
because I knew the guy. Right? I'm just saying.
But yeah, no, that's always neat to see someone you know up on the screen.
And he wasn't an extra. He was the lead.
You said he was the lead. Yeah. We caught that part.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying that's what was cool about it. So there.
Now, while we're talking Christmas movies, we're talking about classics, and one of the more modern classics that's going to go down as one of the classics ever is the movie Elf, right?
Oh, of course.
So when the script came out, there was one person who absolutely knew I'm going to be. I have to be in this movie because this is going to be an instant classic.
Mm-hmm.
People are going to watch this year after year after year.
100%.
And this was Bob Newhart.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was so brilliant in that movie too.
So I want to raise a glass for
to Bob.
He just recently passed.
Yep.
He did.
94, right? 94.
Yeah, it was 94.
94. Yeah.
And he had his wits about him the whole time. So to Bob.
Yeah.
The man was brilliant. Nobody did deadpan comedy better than, and nobody worked a stammer better than Bob Newhart.
No,
using that for comic timing was just genius.
Yeah, he was something else.
That was good.
But the fact is, that
movie, one of the great finales was the Newhart show when they went back to the original Bob Newhart. But when you woke up with Suzanne Plachette, and it was all just a dream. That was just genius.
Yeah, and then people stole it.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing that everything was a dream.
That was fantastic. That was such a good.
The man was brilliant, man.
And then, so I'm on my third.
You are cranking them down tonight.
Well, I told you I wasn't feeling too well, so I'm trying to take the pain away.
So why aren't you feeling well, Dave?
You got hit in the head with a softball.
Got hit in the head with a softball? Did you really?
Yeah, I was wondering what that thing was coming towards me.
So you're supposed to wear this thing called a mitt and put it in front of your face? Did nobody tell you that?
No. I had one, and I was wearing a mitt, but someone unfortunately had tied my hands behind my back and then started throwing softballs at my face.
Oh,
and ironically,
if I had a nickel for every time that happened to me.
I know, right? This is a plague. I really think this needs to be addressed.
It does.
No, my third beer. This is one of John's favorites,
and I'll be drinking it next. But I'm not gonna just waste the rest of this to get to it. So I'll catch up. There you go.
Oh, old Fezziwig. There you go.
And we got some proper voice.
Oh, I still have one of those glasses. By golly!
Oh, but this is the big one. So these weren't easy to come by. So you have
I have the full pint. I've got the 12-ounce, but I have the full pint too.
Oh no, this is a 20.
Oh, it's a 20. Okay. This
one's a 20. Now you get the 20s. So at Newark International Airport, at one point they had a Sam Adams place there. Mm-hmm. There's a couple of other places that have Sam Adams in the airport, or just outside of the airport, and those places like that. You're like, what do you want, a short? You want a tall? You get a tall. You get this glass. Mm-hmm. And I think I took you get this glass a little too literally, and I got this glass.
Well, here's my question to you, though. Were you going somewhere or coming back from somewhere?
Yes. You're always going somewhere and coming back from somewhere.
Were you getting on a plane or leaving the airport?
Oh,
I see what you did there.
No, I was actually getting on a plane. I was already past security.
But my point is, you took it with you.
Yes.
And then brought it back again.
Yes.
But you can't take it with you when you go.
Hey, if you're going to do something, I do not lack.
Hey, if you're going to toss me grapefruits, I'm going to hit them over the fence.
See, right? Because I like I just said, I don't lack commitment.
Right. All right, Doug.
I'm not even going to touch that one though.
Doug Smith has to leave from watching the show. He's going to a White Sox game with Tommy John.
Nice.
No way. Really?
Later, got to go meet a friend at 8 p.m. to watch the White Sox game. His name is Tommy John. His dad named him after the White Sox pitcher, Tommy John.
I am named after Tommy John.
Are you?
I am named after Tommy John. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, Doug, are you going to meet Tom? Is he leaving the show today?
No, he's not. But it's funny he said that because I am named after Tommy John. Yeah.
This is the weirdest damn coincidence.
Doug, you have two friends named after Tommy John. How incredibly coincidental is that?
I am. My name is Thomas John. Yeah, I am. I'm not kidding. I am named after. He was my favorite pitcher growing up. I love Tommy John.
Well, the interesting thing is, and this is such a coincidence, I'm also named after Tommy John.
Doug just said, "I will hear for the 100th time." Tommy John pitched for Chicago from 1965 to 1971, and he laughed. I guess he's heard that before from you, Tom.
And he spent a lot of years with the Dodgers. Yes.
There you go. He did spend a lot of years with the Dodgers.
Oh, nom. You know what?
Didn't he have something wrong with his elbow when they performed a brand new surgical procedure?
Yeah, the Tommy John surgery. Yeah.
How ironic is it that he had Tommy John surgery?
There was I'm trying to remember who said it now. Someone said, I knew they had to replace his elbow, but I didn't know they had to replace it with Sandy Koufax's. Because when he came back from that surgery, he was just freaking amazing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was much faster. But yeah, it's amazing that he did have a surgery, had to go and get a surgery named after him.
Yep.
Yeah,
I was actually named after Tommy John. It's a true story.
And what's interesting, and so Doug, when you and your buddy are done with the game, are you guys gonna? A lot of people when they go out, they're drinking, they go see an event or something like that. After the show, they go out and get tattoos if they've drank a lot. You guys going to go out and get matching surgeries?
Matching surgery.
That was a long walk just to get to that lamp.
Yeah, you went a long way around the barn to get to that punchline, but
well, it took a while because now my ankles creak at my age, and I can't walk silently anymore.
Doug just said no. His buddy he's meeting was born in '65 when John pitched for Chicago.
I was born in '65. Quinky dink?
Holy crap!
I think not. I was born in '65.
Where is Rod Serling?
What a coincidence! I was born in '65 plus 2.
I was going to say no, you're right.
I love not being.
I can't believe I'm the old guy in the bunch because I look much younger than you two.
Well, that is true, but yeah.
My hair isn't near as white as yours.
Yeah.
Nor is my beard. And I have a much better attitude.
Ironically, the guy that looks the oldest is the youngest.
Yeah,
I have a much better attitude. Hell.
I left the crawl up for a reason because I'm going to open it up now. So there you go.
Here we go.
I'm going to grab my glass for the second beer. Hang on.
You got it. I'm going to pour it in this glass. I'll show you afterwards.
You're going to show us the glass?
I'll show you the glass.
Afterwards while you're pouring into that glass?
Why I'm pouring it into this glass, yes.
There's a reason that you're pouring it into that.
Yeah, it's not a huge reason, but I think it's a little kind of cute.
It's not a good reason, but it's a reason.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's kind of cute. Kind of like the first girl John kissed. Kind of cute.
She was kind of cute. There you go. So I am having my old Fezziwig right there.
That looks from.
Really similar to a lot of coincidences on the show tonight.
A lot of coincidences on the show tonight.
They must have made these together. There you go. Anyway,
these may have come off the same bottling line, John.
Come up.
Probably somewhere off of Route 78 in Pennsylvania.
So hold on. Yeah, really. So no, I think this actually comes from Boston. I don't think they brewed it.
So this is your beer from Boston.
From Boston. Okay, so I put it in a revival glass.
A revival glass. Why would you put it in a revival glass?
Because this was gone for a couple of years and they brought it back.
Oh, so you could have actually put it in like a Lazarus glass as well.
Well, yeah, I could have done that. So, Doug Smith wants to know.
Phoenix glass?
Doug Smith wants to know, Tom, were you born in Chicago?
No, I was born in Lakewood, California. But it doesn't mean my grandfather couldn't have seen a baseball game, Doug.
I
was not born in Chicago, but that's how my parents got the name. My grandfather said, I saw this picture.
And they listened to your grandfather. Wow, that's cool.
I love it.
Yeah, my dad listened to everything his dad said. So, but yes, I was named after Tommy John, even though I was not born in Chicago.
Did you? So Tom, did you listen to everything your dad said?
Oh, I did not.
I didn't think so.
I'm the very definition of the black sheep of the family.
Dave, did you listen to everything that Tom's dad said?
Not a word.
No, my dad was brilliant. I just didn't pay attention.
Actually, I paid attention to every word I ever heard Tom's dad speak.
Me too.
Yeah,
me too. I don't doubt that for a second.
This beer is. What would tell me about this beer, Dave? What do you? I just love this damn beer so much. They got to do this again. I hope they do this again this year.
What I love about this beer is it's a lesson in restraint, because a lot of the beers that come out in the winter warmers, the spiced beers, that you have to make a strong beer to deal with the strong spices. Right. And when I say strong, I don't mean strong in ABV. I'm talking like strong in body, strong in flavor, so they can stand up to these spices.
Sure.
And there's a couple of beers, and we may be drinking another one on the show tonight.
We may very well be.
Because I think John and I are drinking 3 of the same beers tonight.
Well, it depends.
You're not doing the 2022? I thought you were
No,
doing...
I'm not.
Oh, okay. Never mind that. But
I have one each left of 20, 21, and 22, and
I had 422.
So because I know it's going to take Dave a long time to get through the story, I'm going to tell you real quick what I'm drinking so I can pour the beer. It is the 2023 Zari Night. It is their perennial Christmas release for Springfield Brewing Company. It's suburban barrel aged imperial stout that uses espresso and cocoa nibs.
Anybody who's watched this show can probably say this along with you. I think it's about the 18th time you've drank this beer on the show.
It could possibly be.
Yeah, I mean, 18 might be an exaggeration, but you've had it a few times.
Zari Night is one of Tom's favorite beers.
Zari Night, yeah.
And it's also one of his favorite beers to drink on the show.
Yes.
Especially the
Christmas
shows or the Christmas show.
I probably drank it last Christmas show. If you look up the last one,
you did. But to finish answering John's question, but the thing is, this is an exercise in restraint, because this beer is really more closely related to like an amber in the base, but so the spicing has to be restrained a little bit.
Right.
Now it's kind of like an amber, but it's a ramped up amber because there's
it's a deeper amber.
It's much deeper. It's a red.
It's definitely ruby.
Yeah. So it's a darker amber. So there's more body. There's a little more flavor to it, but they restrained the usage of the spices in it, so you can still taste the spices, but it doesn't so overpower the beer that it's undrinkable.
Perfect.
Right.
Yeah, it's delicious. I think it's fantastic.
It's a damn good beer.
100%. All right. How is that Zari Night, Tom?
It is delicious. Again, you get those big espresso notes. You get those nice cocoa nib notes. This beer is just gorgeous, man. It's at 9%, so it's big, but it's not, at that huge level.
Sure. So I was gonna say he's trying to catch up to me on beers on the show, because Tom, you pre-gamed the show.
Well, not intentionally, but yes, I guess I did.
And where were you, sir?
So Tuesdays, I typically have Tuesdays and Wednesdays off. So Tuesdays, I usually meet some friends. We have one beer at Springfield Brewing Company, and then we go to another brewery here called Hold Fast.
Okay,
there you go.
So I had one beer there. I was just finishing my second, so I was getting ready to leave anyway when I got the phone call from Johnny. So crap. I mean, I was headed out anyway, so it wasn't a big deal. But we'll hurry home, and I'll do a quick wardrobe change, and
it worked out perfectly. There you go.
And with that shirt that you're wearing there, I really expect you to be holding a hollow body guitar.
I gotta be honest with you. I actually looked at a couple of shirts.
Hold on a second. Let me stand up so you can see. So first, it's a Charlie Brown, good grief. So I got the Charlie Brown Christmas, but this shirt says, I guess,
and the font's not supposed to be that big, but with all the
what's not supposed to be that big?
The font.
The font. Oh, the font. It says I do it. So the Santa Claus says I do it for the hose.
For the hose. There you go.
That's why my line says ho ho hose.
Ho ho hose.
You saw what mine says, right?
Ho 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 mofos.
Ho 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 mofos.
And of course the time where Santa said where Santa was on a witness stand and the attorney was cross-examining him, and he says, "Did you not call my client a hoe not once, not twice, but 3 times?"
Now that reminds me of the one where Mickey Mouse is on the stand and he's trying to get a divorce from Minnie. And they said, "So the grounds for your divorce is you said she was crazy."
No, I said she was fucking goofy.
Yes.
No, she's not crazy. She's fucking goofy.
There we go.
Anyway,
we digress.
We all digress on that. So, all right,
triple digress.
Let's talk about some Christmas stuff. Christmas stuff.
Well,
it is Christmas in July.
We're talking Christmas.
Favorite Christmas movies?
Playoffs.
You got it.
There you What you call it? So, all right,
Tom, that was Herm Edwards, right?
You know what? That was Herm. No, that was Jeff Mora.
Jeff Mora, right? Oh, Practice. That was Practice.
No,
Practice was Allen Iverson.
No, it was Herm Edwards says you play to win the game.
Play to win the game. That was him. But Practice. Was that Allen Iverson?
I believe so.
Yes.
So, all right. So we'll start with Tom. Like, we just no top threes. We'll do the top three later. But what is your number one? Not a top three, not a top five. Just your number one Christmas movie of all time. Just beats everything out. If somebody told you can only watch one every year, what is it?
Oh gosh, this is going to be rather embarrassing for me. It really is. It's going to be because it's probably widely regarded as a chick flick, but I love this movie, The Holiday.
Fair enough.
I'm not sure I've seen that one.
It's funny, but the dialogue is insane. Jude Law, Jack Black, Kate Winslet,
and
Cameron Diaz.
Yeah.
I love that movie. My other, I would say the classic would be White Christmas, but I watch The Holiday throughout the year. I love that movie.
There you go. Dave, yours.
And this it's Partridge. I just love, again, the dialogue in it, the humor in it, but also the story in it, and that's Scrooged.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Scrooge. Yeah, that would have been a very close runner-up. But my wife knows I watch The Holiday all the time. But yeah, I love Scrooge. In fact, we own Scrooge, so we watch it all the time.
Buster Poindexter, Carol Kane.
Oh, Buster Poindexter. Carol Kane was brilliant.
Bobcat Goldthwait
got an Academy Award for that movie.
Oh, she was the bitch hit me with a toaster. She was fantastic. And the thing is, a lot of people don't realize this.
So it wasn't Buster Poindexter though. It's not Buster Poindexter in the movie.
He didn't do. Yeah, he was.
It was David Johansen.
David Johansen.
Yes. Buster Poindexter was a character.
Yeah.
But what a lot of people don't know about this is Carol Kane at one point actually tore Bill Murray's lip open.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
She grabs him by the lip. She tears it open. They had to stop. She felt awful about it. She felt awful about the whole thing where she had to be so abusive to him. It was really a hard role for her to pull off.
I bet it was, yeah.
So when you look at the performance that she put forth and realize that she felt awful about everything that she did, and it just tells you how good that performance was.
Sure. And speaking of something people may not know, I'm pretty sure you guys do, but in that movie, both of Bill Murray's brothers were in that movie.
Yes, they are.
They were, yeah.
Brother Brian Doyle Murray,
older and younger,
his father, in the flashback scene,
right? And the one plays his brother.
Is his brother? Yeah, his younger brother,
older brother and younger brother. Yeah,
right. Yeah, exactly. So, which is pretty cool. And yeah, I mean, there's been a bunch of movies that Bill Murray's been in that Brian Doyle Murray's been in as well too.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I mean, Brian Doyle Murray is a better actor than he gets credit for. He's a great character actor.
Absolutely is. Absolutely.
He usually only shows up in Bill Murray movies, but the man is brilliant.
He was one movie he was in that I thought he was great in, and Bill Murray was in it. It was a Chevy Chase vehicle, as they say. It was Modern Problems. You remember the movie?
Oh yes, I love that movie.
That's a great movie.
My god, that movie was so bad it was good.
It was horrible but great.
But I think my favorite character that he did was in Caddyshack.
Oh, of course.
Caddyshack, yeah.
You got Jeff. Cheers. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in.
Hey, Jeff.
We'll talk. You got it. Enjoy.
I'm out of beer again.
Oh my god.
Well, have another one.
Oh, okay.
You could have another. So, mine, Scrooge is up there. There's a lot up there, but I'll be honest with you. If I can only watch one, and I know this isn't. A lot of people will tell me that I'm nuts, but it's just,
you're nuts.
It's just me. Is a Christmas?
No, it's not just you. We all think you're nuts. A Christmas. No, we know this. We all know this.
You're gonna shoot your eye out, kid.
Shoot your eye, kid.
Yep.
That is a good movie. I can't fault you for that. No.
John went to Cleveland just to visit the house.
Yep.
And the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well, and some breweries too, but that's besides.
And
a couple of stadiums and a Hall of Fame, but some other stuff. But just the house.
you may have had a bratwurst or two while you were there.
Might have had that, yeah.
Because there's a lot of good bratwursts out there. So is this my fourth?
It is.
Okay, we were talking about 2022, and this is the 2022 that we're talking about.
And there you go.
There you go.
Now I do have.
And that's what I know. Yeah, that's why we're missing the Bruguru.
Yeah, I was going to have one, but I do right now. I have 4 bottles of Anchor Christmas right now. I have a 12-ounce bottle of 2020, a 12-ounce bottle of 2021, a 12-ounce bottle of 2022,
and a Magnum
of 2016.
Oh God!
I wasn't opening any of those 4 on the show tonight. So those
no, you should not. Yeah,
those are that. I'm going to do a vertical at some point if I can hook up with some older bottles. And I definitely want to.
I've got 8 older bottles right down.
You do too.
Let me change the way I pour.
You got it where?
It's down over there.
It's got 8 older bottles down there.
There's no way I could. It's okay. Whatever.
So it's got an older bottle down there. What would a good strip search find?
The scripture? Did you say scripture?
Strip search.
What would a good scripture find?
Strip search find.
Because sworn he said scripture.
No, I'm pretty sure you didn't.
No, you're pretty sure, and I don't.
There you go.
But this is what we were talking about before. When you've got, a bolder beer spice. So what they do?
Bolder beer. I
bolder beer.
I haven't had a bolder beer in a while.
Oh God,
bolder beer.
Had a bolder.
Boulder Brewing.
They're one of the old OGs.
Yeah, they've been around a long time.
What was their IPA called? Something Haze?
No.
What the hell was the name of that beer?
I'll tell you.
Probably still is the name of that beer.
I would imagine they didn't change the name.
No, and I imagine they're still in production. I have not known.
Mojo.
Mojo, right? Oh, Mojo was good.
Mm-hmm.
Probably still is good.
They have hazed and infused, if you were thinking.
That's the one I was thinking of. Was hazed and infused.
Buffalo Gold was good.
And what else?
What's that?
And what else? There was others.
Irish Blessing, Coffee Stout, Killer Penguin.
Killer Penguin, that was the one.
Barley wine.
Holy crap.
Killer Penguin, yeah. Oh my God, that beer was insane.
That beer was the first ever hopped barley wine I'd ever had.
Oh my God, that beer was crazy good. I love that beer. That Killer Penguin was insanely good.
When I first had that beer, I couldn't stand it because this is too damn hoppy for a barley wine. Because I was just getting into barley wines. I was starting to acclimate myself to barley wines, and then all of a sudden I get my hands on a really hoppy one. Like this. It wasn't what I expected. I went back to it eventually and went, damn, this is well done.
What's the highest ABV American barley wine you've ever had?
14. No, that's not true.
He answered that real quick.
17. 17 was the.
Well, for me, it would be Dogfish Head 120.
Yeah, I was going to say, same here.
So, Shake Chocolate Porter was good too, by the way.
I don't think I ever had that one.
Shake Chocolate Porter was a very good porter.
Oh, Shake. Yes, no, I have had Shake. Shake, Sonora.
Shake your body line.
So now you're going to get dirty
Sonora.
on it.
Shake it
all the time.
My girl's name is Sonora. Anyway.
And the Honey Saison was okay.
That's all right.
Yeah.
But they're still going, but they're not. I don't think they're in. I haven't seen them in Jersey in years.
I haven't seen them in Jersey in a long time. Anyway, we're back to this beer. We were talking about with the Sam Adams how they had restraint with their spicing for a beer that wasn't really super bold.
Right.
Anchor goes with a bolder brew, and
it's a bolder base, a bolder
and they spice. And
there's a lot of boulders going on here.
Oh, some boulders. Man, you got some boulders.
Speaking of boulders, you see that? Never mind.
No. So what they do with this, and there's a reason there's a tree on every damn bottle, is because they use some some sort of tree in every one of the beers, right?
Yep.
Sometimes
it's a different one every year.
Yeah, sometimes it's spruce, sometimes it's box elder. No, I don't think they ever use box elder. Sometimes it's pine. Some sort of fir tree.
Never a bonsai. Excuse me, bonsai.
Bonsai. I've got a bonsai right over there that I actually I got at autodidact at a bonsai class at Autodidact Brewing in New Jersey.
Interesting.
Yeah, but this one, I don't know what they put in this one. I've never really looked up what got put into the 2022.
Well, my hope on this beer is that now that Chobani has purchased them and they're going to go back, and from what like I said, I don't know what the culture is going to be like, but we'll find out.
Yeah.
But in any event, from what I heard, and this could be false information because it was 90th hand, I'm sure. But from what I've heard, that one of the first beers that they were saying that they were going to brew was the Christmas ale, just to get it, back going before
that's nice.
they
I like
do
that.
a release. Now I don't know if it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be a nationwide release or if it's going to be California only. Whatever. If they do brew it this year, somehow
we got to get our hands on it.
We got to get some.
Somehow, someday, some way.
Someday, some way. Maybe you'll understand me.
Rock Pile was Dave Edmonds and Ray. Dave Edmonds, and who was the second?
Someday, some way. The song you're just singing was Marshall Crenshaw.
That was Marshall Crenshaw.
I know. Think it was something else.
But Rock Pile was Nick Lowe, Dave Edmonds.
Nick Lowe. Let's see. Well, they've got
Nick Lowe and Dave Edmonds. Yeah,
they got a gum tree on the label, but I don't think they put gum.
I saw Crenshaw here in town. About 20 years ago, to be honest with you.
Never saw Marshall Crenshaw.
Marshall Crenshaw was good, man. But it was a single acoustic show, just him playing acoustic guitar, sitting in a chair. It was nice. It was a good show.
And he came through Springfield?
Yeah, I was about 02, 03 maybe. Like I said, it was a single show or single, just him and an acoustic guitar at a club called the Outland here in town.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, it was very nice. Yeah.
What are you feverishly looking for, Dave? The different trees that they put on the label?
No. I'm trying to find out what spicing they put into this particular.
Dave, what are you obsessing about at this particular moment in time?
Other than this beer?
That's what John was saying.
Other than this beer?
Oh well, I mean, I got a fever.
Or some cowbell.
And the only cure is to find out what's in this beer.
Feel free to.
Wow!
That was well done. I like that.
You guys were all sorts of wrong.
Feel free to explore the space.
Really explore the space.
So here's the thing. I love Dave's analytical mind because I'm the exact opposite of Dave. I'm the polar opposite. I'm Dave is the play-by-play, and I'm the color commentary.
You're a polar bear? What?
I rest my case.
Oh. Johnny, you digging in there for a third?
I am digging in for a third.
Oh my gosh! Here we go. Here we go.
I know
Hold on, Martha.
I saw the beer.
Hold on, Martha. Here we go.
Wait a second. Is that a Neil Armstrong reference?
Neil Armstrong?
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Tom knows what I'm talking about. Was it Martha? Where the neighbors of Neil Armstrong, apparently it's a urban legend, was that the husband of the neighbors of Neil Armstrong, the dad kept trying to get the wife to do the going down quicker than a Tijuana hooker kind of deal. And she said that'll be the day. That'll happen when the Armstrong boy next door walks on the moon.
Yeah.
So apparently when when Neil Armstrong walked on the moon, the second thing he said was "Good luck, Mister," whatever his name was. Urban legend, but still hilarious.
But we all want that to be true, don't we?
Mm-hmm. Hey, never ever let a great story be ruined by facts.
That's right. Well, as far as Republicans are concerned, anyway.
Well, there's no politics here.
For some reason, you said that, and I don't know why. It just reminded me of a Benny Hill joke when he was talking to somebody. He says, "I think the couple next door. I think the husband must be a plumber. All night I keep hearing him say overflow." Hey, Benny Hill wrote it. I didn't.
I guess.
The office of Harton, Barton, Darton, and Fargo.
Fargo. There you go. Anyway, so my third beer is right here. There's so many up here. I just got to find it.
In
there
your
we go.
grubby little hands.
Right there. Nice Schoof. It's a winter warmer.
Oh, it's a classic. That's definitely a classic.
That is
so nice. There you go.
10%, jumping up to 10% here from Brasserie de Schoof.
Yeah, it is
Wallonie.
Schoof.
I'm sure that's how you pronounce Wallon. Yeah, it's Wallon, Belgium. Yeah.
The great thing about Le Chouf is that they would do a Brasserie Le Chouf. Is that, and they stopped. I don't know if they still do this. Cloverleaf Tavern here in Caldwell, New Jersey, used to partake in this. They used to do the smallest beer toast in the world. Smallest beer toast in the world, because they'd have these little glasses. I've got somewhere in a box in storage. It's only about this big. And bars around the world.
Everybody's going to be thinking that your storage unit is so freaking ridiculously huge.
Because it's actually
or has nothing but glassware in it. One or the other.
That's also accurate.
Yes and yes. Yeah.
But they have these little glasses. And
hey guys, I hate to break you in here real quick, but my wife just took a phone call. I'm going to have to jump off here real quick, but I want to thank you for having me on for the Christmas in July. You guys go ahead and finish your thing, but I got to finish something up here.
You got it.
Okay. Right, if we're still going, feel free to jump back on.
I will. Yeah.
You got it.
But we'll maybe see you later.
You got it.
Merry Christmas. But if you remember, they had that little toast, and it was apparently supposed to be across the globe, but it was really set up for Europe and the United States.
Mm-hmm.
And they'd have that countdown. And I remember Cloverleaf is one of the few bars in the U.S. that had that clock that had the countdown to the toast.
They did.
And somewhere I still have the glass. I still have the little keychain with the gnome on it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, it's like turning that old guy waxing nostalgic about the old times.
Right.
I remember when, but those were the days where everything was new, everything was fresh, and we've still got a lot of new and fresh stuff coming out. But Tom said it. That beer in your hand right now, it's a classic.
100%.
I remember when it was kind of new to the U.S.
Yeah, I mean, it's when it was new to the U.S., it wasn't new by any means, but it was just new to the U.S. But 100%, it's a classic. I used to get, in a former life, in a bar life, if you will, I used to get it every year for Christmas. I got one or two sixtels of it. Yeah, fantastic beer.
Yeah, well, everything they do. I remember being at an Oktoberfest in New York City at one point. I'm in the VIP room, and there was breweries that were in the VIP room that weren't out in the normal, with all the plebeians. The best part there's two great things about the VIP room: unlimited soft pretzels,
mm-hmm.
and the VIP room had its own bathrooms.
Always good.
That's huge.
Mm-hmm.
But I went up to the one, I forget what the brewery was where I went up to, but I look into the cool chest, and all I can see is the top of the bottle, and I can see the bottle cap. And I look at the guy and went, "That's a McShoof."
Yep.
And he goes, "Damn, if you can identify this beer by the fucking bottle cap, I'm opening it right now and you're getting a pour."
There you go.
So that was my second McShoof ever.
Le Chouf is the blonde is fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, the hoppy blonde.
The hoppy blonde is Houblon.
Houblon Chouf.
Yeah.
Houblon Chouf.
Yeah,
right?
there's the regular.
There's La Chouf, right? That's the Belgian blonde.
Right.
Nice Chouf and Mec Chouf, which is a Belgian Scotch ale.
Basically, pretty much.
It's what it is. They make no bones about it. That's what the beer is. So just imagine a Scotch ale brewed with Belgian yeast.
Right. Exactly.
It's what that beer was. It was the maltiest of the four beers that we would get here pretty regularly.
Right. Exactly.
So how is that? How do you describe the Nice?
Oh, it's fantastic. I mean, it's. I got to be honest with you. It's a traditional winter warmer. It's really, really awesome as far as the body goes and the spicing. It's just that yeast. It just adds another layer of complexity on top of it. It's fantastic. I love this beer.
Belgian yeast throws phenols and esters like no other yeast, right? Because you get the black pepper or clove,
and the candy, and it's
then there's the candy sugar that gets tossed into there as well.
Right.
But the esters can range anywhere from
a little bit of black pepper, clove, a tiny little bit of banana, depending on the strain of yeast they use.
I was going to say, so their esters can range from banana to pear to apple, but their esters are always cut on the fruitier side.
Fruity esters. And the phenols, you get a little teeny bit. You can get a little teeny bit of black pepper. Definitely get clove. Not an overwhelming amount of clove. I'm not talking like a half clove, or by any means. But that Belgian candy sugar is just you take all of those yeast fields, take that Belgian candy sugar, and take a solid winter warmer, and that's what you get here. And it's fantastic.
And that's the one thing about the Belgian beers is that candy sugar, because they know their craft so well. They know with those esters and those phenols, if they're going to do those esters and phenols, they need something to round it out. Yep. And that's what the candied sugar is there for. It's also there to raise the alcohol level up.
That helps.
Don't get us wrong. The Belgians, they like their ABV a little on the higher side.
Well, look at it this way, right? Look at it this way. A winter warmer an American brewed winter warmer can range from anywhere from the high 4s to the 7.5, 8, somewhere in there. Generally, you find them around the 5 or 6 range.
Yeah.
For a winter warmer, maybe a 7. All right. This is 10.
Yeah.
Well, and it's 10 for a reason.
Because they're Belgian.
Well, yeah. Because they're
but also you take the Sam Smith's Winter Welcome. That's a winter warmer, but it's a 6%.
Right. And this is what you call it? This is 5.9 is the that's a winter warmer too.
Well, there's a lot of our beer culture to begin with were based off of 2 different beer cultures that came over from Europe, British and German. Right, that's where most of the shit ton of our styles were born out of.
Sure.
We took so many of the British and the German styles, and we just Americanized the things. Yeah. Right, IPA is a British style. Mm-hmm. The Americans. No offense to any country, because you go to any country and they'll say it. The Americans now own the style.
Sure.
Yeah, every country tries to mimic a New England IPA, hazy IPA,
West Coast IPA, even.
West Coast IPA.
Yeah, because the British IPA is very malty. There's hops in it. It's hoppy, but it's nowhere near as hoppy as any. I mean, it's less hoppy than an American pale ale.
Now you got to remember, one of the first IPAs. Some of the first IPAs in this country mimicked the British IPAs. Harpoon, that's a British style.
Absolutely.
If you want to get into a little more closer to our age, this is still ways back as far as American beer culture, craft beer culture goes. 60 Minute. 60 Minutes more of the British style than 90 Minute is. 90 Minute mimics more of the West Coast. 60 mimics more of the British style because it's got that real good malt backbone to it.
It does, and it also is. I mean, it is hoppier than a British style.
Yes,
but it's closer to a British style than it is to like that than a lot of others are.
Right, because it's got that malt forward.
Correct.
We're not just resting on the hops. We're actually going to show you that we can actually brew beer. Because we've said it on the show a lot that a lot of the breweries know that they can hide behind flaws with the IPAs.
Right.
That's why if you ever go to a brewery, don't order the IPA right off the bat. It's not going to tell you what the brewery is capable of.
And 60-minute does come in this new can. It's 19.2.
Jesus Christ. My question here is why?
Well, this is at City Field.
Okay, that's why.
Okay, and it's in the Dogfish Head bar on the third level of City Field. It's a 19.2 ounce can.
Okay, so when are they releasing?
By the way, take a guess how much.
So 19.2 ounce 60-minute IPA from Dogfish Head at City Field. I'm gonna say that's $22.
Close. You're $1 off. Lower. You overshot.
I'm glad I overshot that.
But in any event, yeah. So you drink a couple of them while you're waiting for the Foo Fighters to go on. And then they only play for an hour and 10 minutes when they're supposed to play for 3 hours because of a thunderstorm. So.
No, that sucks. I gotta say, the Foo Fighters, I don't know what the hell a Foo is, which means they're doing their job.
They are. They've been fighting. They've been fighting Foo since '96 or '94.
Yeah. Have you seen the commercial they did?
Of course.
I love that. I love the fact that because someone came up with that, and then afterwards they embraced it, and they just made this commercial like they're some sort of law firm that they've been fighting Foo since '94. And if you have a Foo problem, contact them. And the firm's name is all the last names of the band.
Right. Exactly.
I can't go through the net.
No.
I can do Grohl and then I'm done.
Exactly. But in any event, no, it was a good show. Mammoth was the first opening act. Mammoth.
Wow.
Yeah. So young Van Halen was out on was there, and they played about 7 or 8 songs. Maybe something like that. Mammoth was the first opening act. The second opening act was the Pretenders.
Oh, that doesn't suck.
No, it didn't suck, but it was kind of weird to go from Mammoth to the Pretenders to the Foo Fighters.
Well, John,
I didn't care. I was very happy about it. It was just odd.
I've told you what my first concert ever was. When you want to talk about an odd progression, right? Hooters, Santana, Clash, The Who.
Right.
Speaking of, I saw Santana over the weekend.
You did. I completely forgot that they were playing. Otherwise, I would have met you there.
Oh my God, the man is still a
because
legend.
it was 10 minutes from here.
Yeah, you're not
15 minutes from here.
You're not that far. We Carrie and I pre-gamed in the parking lot. We got there around about 4:30.
Something like that. I did see a pregame with one of these.
Pre-gamed with one of those, yes. And basically poked the bear when I was in the stadium.
I saw that.
You saw that. When I say that, and I can say it once here, I was just basically taunting Augie Carton because Carton Brewing does have beer in there. They got Carton Drip, which I had been told by the man himself would be my new favorite IPA, and I basically told him no, that would be Philosophiles.
Poke the bear.
In my untapped check-in, twice.
There you go.
Just to make sure that he was paying attention.
He did. But
no, it was a hell of a show. But one of the most impressive things, their drummer went on this drum solo. I swear it had to be nearly 10 minutes long, and she tore this drum solo up.
Wow, nice.
Turns out she's Carlos Santana's wife.
Really?
And she's 64.
Oh, you know what? I mean, I don't think when Ringo wrote that song, I don't think he was referring to
playing until he was being able to do a 10-minute drum solo. I don't know if it was 10 minutes, but it was pretty damn lengthy. And man, she was fantastic. She was absolutely fantastic.
Awesome. Good for her. Good for him. Good for them.
Yeah.
That's awesome. We got a comment coming in here. We have Doug Smith. Top of the second, already down 2-0. My friend, just sorry, I thought it was a commentary there. I wanted to. Top of the second, White Sox already down 2-0. My friend got a kick out of someone being named after Tommy John.
Probably someone else named after
Something
Tommy
else. Thought for clarity, my friend's last name is John, so he says to tell Tom the real Tommy John that he's the real Tommy John, and fuck the Dodgers. There you go.
Okay, then
We'll let Tom know that.
We've said no politics in the show.
No.
Oh, wait a second.
No, that's sports teams. That's fine. You can do that. We talked about that with Don Detlefson from Fiddlehead, and being an Eagles fan. So.
Oh yeah. So John, I'm going to hold off on my fifth until you're ready for your next, because it's we'll be drinking the same beer, I think.
Right. I think I'll be done with this in a couple minutes, and we'll have our same beer. I'm just looking to see if I got an email from somebody I was waiting an email from. I don't know who it is, or what it is. I don't know who's sending it to me, but apparently I just got told, and I was asked. I asked him,
"Are you being brought into a pyramid scheme?" That's what it sounded like.
No.
Just, okay.
I was told today by a coworker of mine.
By 18 people that I was the greatest ever. No, sorry.
Whatchamacallit, that the best IPA in the world was just not nominated, but like
from Cincinnati.
No, Cleveland.
No, Cincinnati.
Was it Cincinnati?
Cincinnati.
Okay. Well, it was Ohio. He was close enough, right? He's like but same state, same first letter.
Yeah.
Was it a Rheingeist? The reason I'm saying is because he told me it's actually their Christmas IPA.
Their Christmas IPA. That's germane to something coming up.
Well, yeah. Hence me bringing this up at this particular point.
But it's not called a Christmas IPA. It's a fresh hopped IPA.
601. Yeah. Which, yes. All right. So that's generally when you get the fresh hop IPA.
And it was named at a festival, the best IPA. What the hell was it?
Best IPA festival?
No.
The best IPA in the world festival?
No, I don't think it was it either. It was actually the brewery was Mad Tree.
Mad Tree, there you go.
And they're out of Cincinnati.
Right. I've literally been to Cincinnati multiple times. I've never gone to Mad Tree.
Well, the next time you go, you better get your fucking ass to Mad Tree.
Right, I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, and see if it's any better than the IPAs you guys produce. And I've had some of your IPAs. That's gonna be a tall order for them. So we'll see what they've got there.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see.
So should we sing Christmas carols now, or what's the next?
Well, you know what? I'll ask you. Because we'll do the top threes with our other beers. But I'll ask you this question. Where was I? Oh, here it is.
John's going through his notes.
No, I am.
And wiping crap out of his eyes. You have sleepy eye?
No, I got. It's an itch right here. I think I got a mosquito bite right on the edge of my nose. It's ridiculous.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird. It's just it's literally. I'm pretty sure it's a mosquito bite, but
little bastards.
Little bastards. I could put a little dab of calamine lotion on it right there, and
a little dabble do you?
A little dabble do you? Here it is. Which holiday beer that is no longer in production do you miss the most?
I don't know if there's any freaking holiday beers that I drink on a regular basis that are currently out of production. Huh. Other than Anchor.
Yeah, well, I mean that would that would top my list this year, right?
Yeah.
Well, actually, it would top my list last year. It would top my list right now. So if it comes back, it's a different story.
I'm trying to think if there's any other holiday beers that I drank on a regular basis that are no longer produced.
I can think of one.
I can't think of one.
Although according to this,
It's still production?
No, it must be an old bottle. Yeah, it's got to be. These are definitely. Yeah. No. Never mind. I take that back. Yeah. Look, if Anchor Christmas hasn't come back yet, yes, Anchor Christmas is my number.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Is the one I'm talking about. If not, Catamount Christmas. Yeah.
See, and I've never had that, so I can't miss it.
Yeah, and it was an IPA.
See, I've said this before, and I know because of your love of the next beer we're going to drink, I just don't think of an IPA as a Christmas beer. And the thing is, the next one I'm going to drink is the closest thing that I could ever accept as a Christmas beer, only because it's a West Coast.
Right.
And it's that pine, and it's that reminiscent of smelling the pine tree and that, or spruce or whatever in the air. And that's the only reason I could even possibly accept an IPA as a Christmas beer. To me, a Christmas beer has to be dark. It's got to be not necessarily spice, but I really want it to be dark. I want it to be bold. I want it to, let's say, warm me.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Right. That's what you want out of that.
Yeah. So that's how I see my Christmas beers. And an IPA doesn't really quite do that for me.
I would assume it doesn't.
So that's just my stance on it. Let's let just your opinion, man.
Right, exactly. Well, thank you for filling in for Tom saying the word man, dude.
Well, I was quoting the dude.
All right, we have a comment from Nancy Sorrentino. I want a stout now.
Yes, well, Nancy always wants a stout. This is Carrie's aunt.
There you go.
Carrie's aunt. She only really drinks stouts that are about 10% and over.
And what's wrong with that?
Not a damn thing.
I was going to say, not a damn thing. Yeah, I'm right with you, Nancy. Right there, definitely. Yeah.
10% over stout, and then right into the recliner and out for the night. Hi, Nance. Love you, Aunt Nan.
All right, let's do these. Let's do our beers. Let's do our faves.
Our faves. Our top three is
my fave. Your
fave. I love the beer. Don't get me wrong. I love the beer. This is John's fave. This is one of John's favorite beers on the planet.
Yes, it is.
Not just for Christmas, always.
Yep.
And it used to be that John would not drink one of these until he put the turkey in the oven on Thanksgiving.
And I still don't, except for this one in July.
Well,
every year, once on this show.
Well, but actually...
no, that's true. I have it the day before, 2 days before, too.
Yes, because we've done the Christmas beer show prior to Thanksgiving.
Right.
As we get into it.
So my third celebration each year is on Christmas morning about 9 o'clock, 8:45, once the turkey goes in the oven. And
Thanksgiving.
On Thanksgiving morning.
You said Christmas.
Did I?
Yeah.
I apologize. Thanksgiving morning. So let me put it up right there, and we are drinking, Dave. There you go.
It is.
Celebration right there. And hold that up there. Keep that up there for me. Hold that there. Right over here in this cabinet.
Oh, God, my arm's getting tired, John.
All right. I still have some of these.
You still have them in bottles.
Yep.
Now, when Carrie and I went to Asheville, we were at the Hop Disney World.
Exactly.
Sierra Nevada. And they have a cabinet there that's full of every bottle can throughout the years of celebration. So I had to and send that to John.
And then when I went, I did the same.
He just stood in front of it, drooled. They had
about an hour after I stood there for a while. Yeah.
The security had to drag him away.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I'm actually. This is the first time I've used this glass in the show.
Very nice.
I got one of the mushroom glasses.
Very nice.
And these things work well for IPAs. I don't really pour anything else into them. And especially 12-ounce cans, because this will not fit a 16. It doesn't actually really fit a 12. The 12 will go right all the way to the top. So if you have any foam whatsoever, forget about it.
Forget about it.
So this is now the whole can in there.
There you go. Well, I used a shaker pint for mine, but I still call it proper glassware, and there you go.
Proper glass. For you, yeah.
For me, it is. For me, it is. So, cheers.
Cheers. Merry Christmas.
Let's celebrate good times. Come on.
Tonight is something special.
There you go.
The beer will pour.
Here's to good friends. More. Tonight is kind of special. Oh, by the way, Nancy Sorrentino said you got that right there.
And she's talking, and she's saying you got that right about going into the easy chair after drinking one.
Exactly.
And her favorite, Weyerbacher's Tiny.
Very nice stout. Very nice stout.
And
there's nothing tiny about that stout.
No, that is one of the most ironically named beers out there. It used to be every time that Karen and I would come across it, we'd buy her a 4-pack of it, but she's now got a steady supply of it through her local beer shop.
Well, there you
go. They take care of her. They hook her up on that. But every now and then we'll find her something like a narwhal, or something along those lines.
Nothing bad about narwhal. I mean, we're gonna, if we're gonna keep it in the family, so to speak.
That's why I brought it up. But there's others we give her, but it's one of those that doesn't particularly like the overly fruited, flavored ones. The barrel aged ones, sure, she'll drink those. But if you mess around with
no pastry stouts.
Oh God, no.
Gotcha.
I've given her pastry stouts, and by the end of the night, she's punching me for getting her drunk.
There you go. So you might say she was punch drunk.
Yes, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah. On that note, you were just singing. That is one of my favorite.
I know it is. That's why I'm singing it.
Here's to good friends.
I thought
tonight is kind of special. The beer will hold. It must be something more somehow. So tonight, let it be lower.
That is one of the best beer jingles. Maybe not one of the best beer slogans. There's been some really good ones. The Champagne of Beers, I think, was one of the best slogans ever.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, Miller is the Champagne of Beers.
Yes, it is the Champagne of Beers.
And Bud is the...
please don't go there.
I just didn't want you to say it because I was going to say, yeah, you really think it is? No,
it is not the king of beers. And we know, and because Chuck Aaron, regular on the show, he's now in Greece.
On Broadway. He plays Danny Zuko.
I thought he played Kaneki.
Well, he plays both, actually.
He plays both. Wow,
he's multi-talented.
He's got the makeup done.
Exactly. He's turned sideways.
Yeah. No, he's in Greece now. His wife is Greek. They're going to visit the island. We're telling him he needs to bring back a whole bunch of ouzo.
Yep.
So we can have an Opa festival at the brewery.
100%.
He's completely ignored that comment.
He did. He totally ghosted that
because he's a smart man.
Right. I mean, my guess is he'll bring back a bottle or two, and a couple select people might be invited up, but I don't think he's going to have an.
It's not going to be us. It won't be us.
You never know. You never know. You never know.
But he did come across Budvar while he was there.
Budvar is so good.
And Budvar is what Budweiser has ripped off. And so much so that the slogan for Budvar, which is so much older than Budweiser, was that they were the beer of kings.
Yep.
And so Adolphus just swapped that around to the beer of kings because there was nothing that man couldn't steal. He was basically the Edison of beer.
Yep. And to the point where they actually got so big that they put a cease and desist on Budvar using the 3 letters BUD.
Yep.
And now in America, Budvar is Czechvar.
Czechvar, yes.
So if you are out anywhere and you're fortunate enough to see Czechvar on tap, get it.
Yes, that's the original. That was the beer that was so damn good that Adolphus, slip. Felt the need to try to steal the recipe and everything about it. And here's the thing: he didn't get the recipe right.
Yeah. He didn't get it right, and even if he did, whatever he did to it,
no, fuck him. Anyway,
but in any event, I digress. Czech Var, fantastic beer. Budvar, if you're over there and you do still find a Budvar, get it.
And
fantastic Chuck. Fantastic Chuck. Fantastic Czech.
Fantastic Czech. Fantastic Czech Chuck.
That's a Freudian slip, my friend.
Now we've got a new nickname for the owner of Jersey Girl Brewing. He is now Fantastic Chuck.
Oh, fantastic Chuck. All right, that's an open. Hold on, I can write that down. 1 hour.
Fantastic Chuck.
There we go.
Ooh.
There we go. 1 hour and 20.
I tell you, the one thing is, we talk about on the show a lot that IPAs have a tendency to have their hops degrade or oxidize or just fade.
1 hour and 22 minutes, not 1 hour and 225 minutes right now.
Jesus Christ, John, that's like over 4 hours. So we talk about hop degrade all the time and the degradation, and there's so many ways it can degrade. The Celebration is one of those beers that the hops don't. There might be a little bit of a fade. They never tend to oxidize though.
No. There's no oxidation in this, and I have had that bottle I just showed you is years and years old. Okay,
it'll be fine.
It'll be fine. And it's a bottle too. It's not a can, right? I've had I think the oldest I ever had at the time, right? I think was 2017, I'm going to say, or 2018, 2017 or 2018. I had a 2003. So it was like 14 or 15 years old. That's the longest, the oldest at the time that I've ever had one, right?
It had to have some fade to it.
Oh, no. The hops had faded, but they were still present.
And they didn't.
And there was no dissolved oxygen, perceivable dissolved oxygen. You had the malt body, what you're used to as far as the beer tasted good. How's that?
Yeah.
How's that? Just to round it all out. The beer tasted
it was yummy.
Was it what it was when it was fresh? Hell no. Of course not. But it was still good. It was still drinkable. It was still delicious. It really, I mean, it develops. And for an IPA to develop, that's unheard of.
Well,
this does.
Well, let's remember, Sierra Nevada, for all intents and purposes, not intensive purposes, for all intents and purposes, invented the American IPA. Yeah. The West Coast IPA. Sorry,
West Coast. Yeah.
The West Coast IPA. It's called
using yeast from Nurk.
Yes, Nurk. One syllable. Nurk.
That's Nork. Nork.
No,
if you're gonna say one syllable, it's Nork. N-O-R-K. Nork.
Newark, New Jersey.
Newark, New Jersey.
Not Newark, Delaware.
Right.
And that's how it's pronounced, Newark.
Right.
I don't get that. Anyway, but Sierra Nevada Pale, that was the first West Coast IPA.
Yeah, it was.
And so Sierra Nevada they've got some experience with hops a little bit. They might know.
Little spin.
John and I have both separately been in their hops room.
I'm pulling up a picture
in Asheville.
Yep.
John and I both, at separate occasions, had to be shaken down by security because we had too many hops in our pockets as we were walking. Luckily, I didn't do a cavity search.
Exactly. Hold on. I'm coming up close on. Oh, it's on this one here. Here we go.
There's one of the bins right there.
Yeah. That one right there it's Crystal. Here's El Dorado. Apparently, they use a lot of El Dorado.
You know, all these pictures are going to look exactly like to everybody, so you can stop going through them all.
You cannot. There's you cannot. I'll stop with this one. There you go.
Please stop at you cannot.
Yeah.
There's no difference between them. But that room, when you walk into that room, you immediately get a hopgasm.
I had two. You might say I had multiple podcasts.
Well, the thing is, I think everyone does. Is there's the one when you first walk in the room, and there's one where the guy goes over with a bucket, fills the bucket full of hops, and you're allowed to take out of it, smash in your hands, and put that to your nose. And I'm joking around that we both left the room with hops.
Yes, we're joking around.
Maybe. But the one thing is, I spent pretty much a good chunk of the rest of that tour doing this.
Oh, hell yeah. No, even at Sam Adams up in Boston, when you take the tour in Jamaica Plain, that's part of the tour. You put some hot pellets in your hand and you rub them around, and it basically, I took enough that I literally, every time I go on it, whether it was in Sierra Nevada, down in Mills River, North Carolina, or up in Jamaica Plain, Massachusetts for Sam Adams, I literally cover my entire palm with hops and hop oil so that for the rest of the day, for the most part, I could just smell my hands.
Yeah, you're not drinking a porter or a stout after that.
No.
There's just no way you can do that. You
got about 4 or 5 hand washes is the minimum.
You could probably do a Pilsner after that, but you're turning that Pilsner into an IPL.
Yeah.
It's just
because it's all about the nose, baby.
Oh yeah. That's a beautiful thing. But back to the point is that celebration. Sierra Nevada knows what
this is so fucking good. This beer is 8. Wait, let's see. It was brewed. I looked at the date too. This was from last year. No, hold the phone. This is not. This one I'm drinking here.
Oh, I dropped on my phone. Never mind.
He dropped his phone. I got him so excited he dropped his phone, ladies and gentlemen. He's looking at it.
Now mine's from 23.
No, this is.
Which one's yours from?
This was canned on October 4th, 2022. Okay.
Oh God! So it's almost 2 years old.
This beer is almost 2 years old, and it's fucking fantastic. Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen! Cheers.
Okay, so we're saying Sierra Nevada might know what the hell they're doing.
I think they do.
Yeah, I think they might.
This is fantastic. I mean, I do cellar my stuff well, so it's not like it's sat next to my boiler.
We do know that John likes to age IPAs.
Not anymore. Just ageable IPAs.
That's an old standing joke.
That's an old joke that happened once, but no one can let it go.
It's not that no one can. It's
just funny. I get it.
We like it. We like poking fun at John. John doesn't always like the fact that we poke fun at John.
I don't give a shit. I really don't.
Yeah, you kind of do.
But seriously, though, this beer literally in 7, 8, 12 in 12 days. In 12 days, this beer will be.
No mathing. No.
No, I did. It's done. It's done already. I don't have to do it.
Oh, Jesus. He broke a rule.
In 12 days, this beer will be 22 months old, and it's fucking fantastic.
Am I the only one who's not breaking rules on this show right now? Because Tom broke the no politics rule. He
didn't break no politics. He was talking about the White Sox. There was no politics in there.
No, he did something else.
I missed it then.
Yeah, you missed it.
Here we go. Chris Hagen, by the way.
Chris Hagen
works for us. Here he is.
For us? For the locker room guys?
No.
I didn't know we had employees. We fired all our damn employees.
For us.
Oh, Coastal Brewers. Okay. Because we fired Brian. We fired Matt.
Exactly. Cincinnati Beer claims #1 IPA in the world.
Yeah.
Mad Tree. Mad Tree Brewing Company is the title of #1 IPA worldwide. Announcement comes after the Tasting Alliance World Beer Competition, in which Mad Tree presented its Holly Days beer. That's what it is. Holly Days beer. Nice. A spruce tip IPA.
Oh,
I love spruce tips.
Who doesn't?
A lot of people, but me and you don't.
No.
Thousands of beers were entered into the competition, but Holly Days came out on top. This is fantastic.
Wow.
ISO. There we go.
FT?
Sure.
a pallet of. Never mind.
Right.
It's a conversation we had before the show.
Exactly. You know, I go there. Anyway, but this beer is fantastic. All right. Hey, it is time for top threes.
Well, considering I just opened my number 6.
I'm sure you did, but I'm done after this one.
So I'm going to give you a hint as to what brewery my number 6 comes from.
I'm going with this beer right here.
This would be Three Floyds.
All you needed to show me was that little swirl.
Yep.
There you go.
That'd be Alpha Claus by Three Floyds. This is a porter.
So you're skipping.
I didn't skip anything.
You skipping? Oh, you went 6. Yeah, you did them all.
I did them in the order I told you I'd do them.
Yeah, you did. You did. Well, that. Yeah, you did.
This is a big.
I skipped one. I was only doing 5, but I skipped one. I'm not doing it now.
Yes, Chris, you got it to us in time. Thank you.
Hold on. Yes, Chris, you got it to us in time. Thanks, man.
So this is from the label. Three Floyds is saying this is a big American Christmas porter brewed with English chocolate malt, Mexican sugar, and of course, tons of strange American hops.
Tons. It says that on the label. Tons of strange American hops.
It says it right on the label.
Lovely.
Well, you got to remember, this is the brewery whose tap room blasts death metal.
This is true.
And the best part about it, and I love hearing this story. Not that I'm a huge fan of death metal, but I love the fact that they do this because you get the locals in there, and you'll get like. One thing I love about breweries is when you get a brewery that's part of the community, you get people from all ages, all colors, creeds, walks of life show up at the tap room. And they say the best thing about being at Three Floyds, that there's you in front of Three Floyds. There's not a damn thing you can say that John won't pull up. But the thing about Three Floyds is people have said this is the greatest part about it is you can go to Three Floyds and watch like a couple in their 70s nodding their head to death metal.
It's amazing. And it's all thrash. It's all hardcore metal. It's everything about Three Floyds is hardcore.
So this is why I thought it was very appropriate to put my Three Floyds into a burial brewing glass with a
that works
on it.
That works.
And death butterflies.
It's a burial Willie Becker.
It's a burial Willie Becker.
There you go.
A burial Becker.
Burial Becker. Chris, you're still watching. I'm curious because I'm sure that this beer was not in that competition. I'm really curious if this beer, up against Holly Days, how it would pan out. So we'll chat tomorrow morning, but we got to figure out how to get some Holly Days. And
Chris, the boss just gave you some homework.
And we got to figure out how to get some holidays and whatchamacallit, have a little taste testing.
And you know what? If Chris has any balls, like fuck you, I'm off the clock.
He goes, celebration should win all the time, 100%, Chris.
Oh,
thank you. There's the man right there.
Suck up. Oh, god damn. Okay, if there's any beer that can fucking follow celebration and still hit the palate, it's these assholes. My god.
Yeah. I have one bottle of Three Floyds. In the cellar. It's a peanut butter chocolate stout, and ironically, that probably would have been a beer. It would have been a beer to have today, right?
If it wasn't Christmas in July.
Yeah.
Because damn, there are some strange American hops in this.
I can imagine. Where did you get that, by the way? I have to ask.
I got it from right down there.
Where did it come from prior to your refrigerator?
Don't
say your car. Please don't say your car.
Where do I get all?
You got it in Boonton.
Yes. Where do I get all my coolest beer from? And we've said it many, many times before. If you're in the state of New Jersey, especially in the north of Jersey, if you want to find any particular beer, you go to Boonton. You go to it's discount wine outlet. Is the name of the place?
Yeah.
Something like that. It's on Myrtle Avenue in Boone.
Yeah, Myrtle Avenue.
Right next to
parallels 287.
Right next to Bella Nova or something like that. The Italian across the street from and right next to the car wash. This car wash right there.
Right. And it's only probably about a quarter mile, half a mile away from what is that? Oh, geez, I forget the name of the place with the wings.
The place with the wings. The Goose Rescue.
No, it's the block a little bit in the back. I forget. I'll think of it. But
in the back, there's it's not too far from Fossil Farms.
It's not far at all from Fossil Farms. It's not. It's not that far away at all, actually, from where Poor Henry's used to be.
Yes, Poor Henry's is now Black something.
Black something. Yes, I think that's the name of it. Actually, Black.
That'd be a crazy name for a bar. Black something.
Where you going tonight? I'm going to Black something.
Well, there's those people like that want to name a bar the Gym. It's like, where are you heading to?
The Gym.
Heading to the Gym.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
I go to the gym every damn day.
Which we call it along those lines. A band named the band Some Band. Who are you going to see tonight? Some Band.
Some Band.
Some Band.
Well, there's and then there's the other saying that someone wants to name their brewery responsibly.
Uh-huh.
That way, anytime
I'm going to drink responsibly, right?
No, every brewery, every bar, anything says drink responsibly. They're advertising for you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
actually very smart. Right.
That's a clever one.
That's very clever. Very clever. All right, let's do our. I can turn your Kroll off. You've had several sips of your beer. Let's do our top threes.
Do we have to?
If we want to. Top three favorite. We can make it quick. Top three favorite.
No, I'm joking. You know,
top three favorite old school.
Always up for this.
Things to do. Top three favorite old school Christmas time things to do.
Other than throwing your brother down the stairs.
Well, that can be one. Is that an honorable mention?
No. It's so okay.
I'm just doing. I know having an honorable mention, so I just have 3, 2, 1. So you do you.
Oh, that's right. We don't have a guest, so I've got to go first.
You go first.
Our guests have all like kind of
our one guest had to work late and our other guest had to leave early.
Right. So this is top three. What's now?
Top three favorite old school Christmas time things to do.
Well, the first thing the first thing that comes to mind. I don't know if there's a particular order here. It's just gonna be free form here. It's the stocking. And our stocking, the Christmas stocking. My grandmother always did the Christmas stockings, and there was always she had this. I don't know if it's a formula, but the bottom of the stocking, the very toe of the stocking, there'd be a walnut in it. I don't particularly like walnuts, so it doesn't matter. Pushing the walnut into the toe was a tangerine. But there's always candy and some other fun stuff in there. So you got your nut meat. You got something to fight scurvy off with, so that's very thoughtful. Mm-hmm. But then also candy and some other stuff. So that was great. So the stocking. There was also like those. Remember the 4 wrapped chocolate coins? You know what I'm talking about, right? Those.
I know.
Yeah. So those
you know, if you're referring to Christmas, it's the chocolate coins. If you're referring to Hanukkah, it's gelt.
Chocolate coins.
It's gelt.
It's called gelt. What is it?
Gelt.
Yeah. Which is actually that's from the German word Geld, Geld, which means money.
Money. No.
Well, yeah. What's your last name?
Oh no! Oh, I'm German. But yeah, exactly. So there you
go. Okay, so there's one. So this is Christmas. So another one, and this one I love. This might actually be number one, even though this is out of order. The Channel 9 Yule log.
100%.
So the Yule log, Channel 9, to give their employees the day off, they just ran a picture of a Yule log,
fireplace,
fire, and they just played Christmas music over it the whole time. this became so damn popular that when 9 became UPN, they continued to do this. And now you can and then they became, you could buy the CD, the DVD, to play in your DVD player on your TV, because Channel 9 stopped doing this. I don't know if there's any channel that does the Yule log anymore.
I think there's a Yule log channel.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Gotta remember that for this coming Christmas, because there was nothing better than just setting the TV to Channel 9 back in the day before all that streaming and all that, and you had the rabbit ears, and you always had to have that one cousin that no one liked to hold the rabbit ears up, just to keep him out of any fucking conversation, because otherwise he'd get punched. And sending it to Channel 9 and just leaving that as the background. It was nice and festive. You got the crackling. You'd always hear the crackling fire over the music, and that was the best.
Yep.
So another old school Christmas. That's rough. It says, if you're watching at the top of the show, I was
throwing your brother down the stairs
and taking my stepfather out in one swell foop.
In one swell foop?
Yeah, one swell foop. That's a spooner with some of my friends. He dealt him a blushing crow in one swell foop. No, I think the other one that I remember very fondly is you always had like the parent or the grandparent where they would pretend that the things that you had opened already for Christmas were all your gifts.
And that was it. But yeah, all of a sudden there's something else.
Oh, why don't you go check the trunk?
What's over there? What's behind this? Yeah, exactly.
The surprise gift. The lull you into a sense of almost depression because you're like, geez, that's it. They mustn't love me that much. And all of a sudden, hey, puppy, or bicycle, or that one thing that you really, really wanted, and them doing that sleight of hand,
kind of like, what's that behind the desk over there?
Yeah,
that. Oh, is that? Oh, that's a Red Ryder.
Yes, exactly. They do it right in John's favorite Christmas.
There you go.
Same exact thing.
Exactly.
So yeah, and my grandfather was very well known for these things.
There you go. Cool. All right.
I'll give you yours.
I'll give you mine.
You better be ready because you came up with the one.
Oh no, I'm ready. I'm ready. I mean, all of these are from my childhood, but they're also two.
They're also from the movie.
2 and 1 are from all time, right? 3 is only from my childhood. I haven't done it in years, but here we go. So 3 stems back to my childhood, and it was many years that I did this too. Do you remember? Okay, I loved model trains.
I'm 6 beers in now. I don't remember fucking.
I love model train. I loved model trains. I still do, but I loved model trains. Right?
What gauge?
Honestly, O.
Yeah.
And I still have
Lionel
my father's Lionel trains that my grandfather bought him before my father was born in the 30s. I still have them.
Those are some old fucking trains.
They are. They're friggin' fantastic. But I used to set them up, and I used to set up HO scale Tyco trains in and amongst them. So I had little trains running around in the middle of the big trains, right? But I also enjoyed Tyco also had the race cars too, the tracks and
slot racers,
the slot racers and that. So I used to every year for whatever reason. I don't know how it started or where it started or how I even got it in the first place, but they used to have this train catalog, and they had a few things with the slot racers and everything else, but it was an actual catalog. It wasn't just like 3 pages. It was 30 plus pages of just trains and accessories and everything else. I used to literally love, after opening gifts and having breakfast, love to sit there with Christmas music playing in front of all the gifts, in front of the tree, reading the Tyco train catalog. When I was a kid, loved it. That was Christmas. That was part of Christmas morning for many years for me.
Interesting.
There you go. My number 2, a little more generic. but definitely my number 2, and it's all time too. Christmas caroling. Literally going out and Christmas caroling. When I was a kid, going out with friends, Christmas caroling. Sometimes it was a joke. Sometimes it was for real.
I remember those days. You remember getting booed?
All the time. No, all the time. Yeah. And then and then years later on the when I was in the fire department in North Arlington, our drill night in December was called street familiarization. All right.
Nice.
But you all got on the trucks and a couple of big pickups and flatbeds and stuff, and everybody got on it. Even the wives, everybody got on it, and you just drove around town, all different blocks, singing Christmas carols. So nice. That was fantastic. Love doing that. And even not so much recently, but just love Christmas caroling. And then my number 1, honestly, cooking a really big, huge Christmas dinner and having a bunch of family come over. And that's everything. That's from when I was a kid, my parents doing it, to as an adult and everybody else coming over. And I think you might have actually been at one of them.
Possibly.
Yeah. So. But so that's my 3. So Tyco Train catalog, Christmas caroling, Christmas dinner. There you go.
Oh, I forgot one thing about the stocking. And the one thing that was in it, and this is a Halloween memory and a Christmas memory.
Weird, but okay.
But it was always just the way they were wrapped. Once for Halloween, they were wrapped in orange and black.
Mm-hmm.
For Christmas, they were wrapped in red and green.
But you had your Christmas stockings out for Halloween?
Nope.
Yeah, no, Halloween stockings.
I'm just talking about this thing that was in the stocking.
Oh, the specific thing that was in the stocking for Christmas wrapped in red and green. Yep. You also got on Halloween wrapped in orange and black.
Yes. Gotcha. Popcorn balls.
Ah, yes.
Remember those?
Oh, yeah.
And they were for both holidays.
Yep.
They just wrapped them differently.
Mm-hmm.
So kudos to the popcorn ball cartel for making sure that they're relevant through 2 different holidays. That was good for them. I'm surprised they didn't do like an Easter holiday where it's purple and yellow wrapped.
Exactly.
They missed there. I kind of question their leadership.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah,
I would too. If I had to, I would.
Yeah, that's
cool.
You don't have to.
Well, if I had to, I would. You don't have to, but if I had to, I would.
But you don't have to, and I still think you would anyway.
This is true. So. All right. Parting shots before we sign off our annual Christmas in July show.
I've made some really nice room in the beer fridge.
Well, that's very cool. Bully to you. I actually made room for in the beer fridge versus the beer cellar. One of the 4 beers I had tonight was in the fridge already.
Okay, cool.
So I only made 1 space.
2 of the beers were actually in the fridge. Mm-hmm. The rest were in the cellar. Mm-hmm. So made a little bit of room in there.
Fair enough.
The only point of shot I have is,
and ironically, and I will admit this was not the one that was in the fridge. This was in the cellar, and it's been in the cellar for 22 months, and it was friggin' fantastic.
There you go. But
this was the one that was in the fridge.
Really surprising.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And the only reason it was in the fridge is because it was literally in there since last Christmas, and I didn't have it.
I forgot. Well, like I said, part of the show is emptying the stuff in our fridge that's been there since Christmas. Like this was definitely okay. This is the last of these, so I'm done with those for a little bit. So that's
you had given me one of those. I had it on one of the shows around Christmas.
You did actually. That was actually the last holiday beer show.
No, the last holiday beer show was our big beer show.
Oh yeah, when did you have that? When did you drink that?
I had that on the Christmas show, the one that
on
the actual
Christmas
week show.
Christmas week show,
not the holiday beer show before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so we basically, so everyone knows we have kind of 4 holiday beer shows. Well, if you count the big beer show on New Year's, around New Year's, we have the holiday beer show, the Christmas show, and then there's the Christmas July show.
Right.
So there's those.
Right. The holiday beer show is the Tuesday before Thanksgiving.
Right.
The Christmas week show is the Christmas beer
whatever.
show.
If it's the
whatever the before, right? Whatever's right,
closest.
Whatever's before, because the one
before, right.
Because the one after
is the big beer show for the end of the year.
Show. Even if it's the day after, it's the big beer show, which it was this year.
Yes, it was.
And in fact, if I'm right, hold on, let me double check. Not that anybody really cares right now.
Du hast recht.
Exactly. And no, wait.
No.
Yeah, we will not be doing December 17th will be our last show this year unless we move the day. We may have to do Mondays because Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve are Tuesdays. So we may have to do our Christmas show on the 23rd and our big beer show on the 30th, which is both Mondays. Or we're taking 3 weeks off because we always take the week after New Year's off.
Well, we'll see. I'm going to throw my parting shot out there because I really have to pee.
Yeah.
But
nobody cares right now because it's July 23rd. More on that in several months. So
but
there you go.
Tomorrow, watch and a chaser. If you're a tequila fan, we will drink you tequila. We're going to throw some knowledge on tequila down on you. We're drinking some damn tequila on the show. So pay attention to the Locker Room Guys Facebook page. Where this
if you're not a fan already of the page, go to the it's facebook.com/endthechaser.
I actually really kind of have to run.
Yeah, I know. I'll do it. Yeah. And he's actually gonna wet the floor, so he has to go. But in any event, yeah, if you haven't followed already, follow the End the Chaser Facebook page. And we'll be that's an every other week show on Wednesday nights before they get on with the sports podcast show. But in any event, tomorrow night's tomorrow's National Tequila Day, which we actually find, and we'll talk more about that tomorrow night. National Tequila Day is a little odd since no tequila is made in nationally, right? So, whatchamacallit, we and if it is, it's I'm not aware of it, or if it's really close to Mexico anyway. But regardless, watch tomorrow night. More on that tomorrow night on the End of Chaser show. But it'll also be on the Logger Room channel on YouTube. So if you only follow on YouTube, you can certainly watch it on that as well. But we'll have that, and we will be dropping more knowledge on what we're doing with the Artists and Spirits Festival tomorrow night as well. So you're going to want to tune into that. So either way, follow us on Facebook, watch it on the YouTube channel, and we'll talk about it tomorrow night. You're going to want to see that tequila knowledge. Even if you tune in for a little bit, grab some knowledge, have a cocktail with us, and call it a night. That's fine. Just tune back in for the sports show afterwards.
Oh yeah, there's that. Oh yeah.
There you go. Tomorrow it's a little bit of baseball and mainly training camps opening up. So it's not going to be a long show tomorrow night. Just some interesting midsummer, dog days of summer, if you will, chat. Not a whole hell of a lot going on. Not really pushing the trade deadline just yet. That's in the next show. And training camp's just opening up. So there's not a whole hell of a lot going on sports-wise. But we got some fun stuff for you on the sports show. But
a lot of trades going on in the show.
But definitely, regardless of that, we'll talk about all of that. But regardless of all of that, follow the End of Chaser. But
wait a second. Friday. You know what happens Friday?
What happens on Friday, Dave?
The opening for the Olympics.
Friday is the opening for the Olympics. And who is going to be one of the people carrying the torch? Did you hear this?
No, I've not heard this.
One of
us, John.
LeBron frickin' James.
Why?
I have no idea, but they announced it the other day.
Because he's
LeBron. Look, if you're a LeBron fan,
you know why? LeBron. Jamais.
LeBron. Jamais.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
There you go.
How much did
Look, if you're a LeBron fan, have at it. Knock yourself out.
How much did he fucking pay to do this?
I don't know.
There's two things about LeBron.
I'm just going to enjoy the opening ceremonies and call it a day. That's all.
Because I'll tell you, there's two things about LeBron James that has just sickened me. That one, when he was with Cleveland, his contract was up, and he had an hour-long special to announce where the fuck he was going to go. That is some hubris and ego right there.
Pretty much.
Secondly, is that he has now pretty much blackmailed the Lakers into hiring his son to play. You are not the GOAT. You will never be the GOAT. Shut the fuck up.
I still love when they asked Michael Jordan.
I love this.
If the 96 or whatever it was, Bulls could beat the current Lakers or whatever it was.
And he says yes.
And he said yes.
103 to 101, right?
It would go 7 games. And they said, why would it go 7 games? He says, well, we're in our 60s now. So it would go 7 games.
We're a little old. I thought it was they asked 1 game, and he said, we'd win a 103 to 101. Why so close? Well, we're getting older.
We're getting older now. Yeah, it all varies who you talk to, but it's the same premise. Right?
But it's the same premise, and I love that because, and not that I was ever a Bulls fan, but MJ was the GOAT.
There you go. We also 100%. MJ's the GOAT, and you ask anybody other than MJ, and they'll say it was MJ. You ask MJ, most of the time he'll say it was him. Anyway,
actually, no, I disagree with you. If you ask anybody other than MJ or LeBron,
it's MJ. Yeah, exactly. MJ will probably say Oscar Robertson, but that's besides the point. Doug Smith just commented, White Sox still losing, by the way. We'll listen to the show after the game. Sorry, Bruguru missed this. I know he loves doing your show. And then he said,
he is the whole point behind
Doug, he's the whole point behind this Christmas in July show.
And he couldn't make it.
He literally leads this show every year.
Yeah.
So
we'll
make it up in the holidays. We'll make it up during the holidays.
When it comes to Christmas in July, there is no better personnel. The GOAT of Christmas in July.
The GOAT of Christmas in July
is John Staradumsky.
John Bruguru Staradumsky.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%. So, Doug, what time is your show tomorrow? 6:30 on the End of Chaser. 6:30 on End of Chaser. We'll simulcast it on. It'll be on the Log Room Guys
Facebook page and the network
and we'll simulcast it on the. We'll simulcast it on the Facebook page for Log Room Guys, but it'll also be on the Log Room channel, the on YouTube, and it'll be on Artisan Spirits Fest too. But yeah, go to Artisan Spirits Fest, like Artisan Spirits Fest, and like End of Chaser, and you'll see the show on there. So there you go. All right. On that note, we will.
Oh, we're at the point of on that note.
Yeah, we're at that point.
Nice.
All right. On that note, we'll wrap up the show for today. We want to thank everybody for watching. If those of you just listening to the audio podcast, thank you for listening. Don't forget to visit our website, www.logroom.com. That's LAGERROOM.com. And please remember, like us and follow us on all of our social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course, our YouTube channel. All of them are at The Log Room. Remember, we go live with the video podcast on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, which is now X, and Twitch every Tuesday night around 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Actually, X, not so much anymore because you have to be a premium member to stream today.
Let's just strike that.
So we'll strike that out. So Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch every Tuesday night around 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And for those of you just want to listen to the audio podcast, you can do so on our audio host Spreaker, as well as iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Odyssey, Audible, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music Podcast, TuneIn, Podcast Addict, Castbox, Deezer, Podchaser. Listen to us pretty much anywhere you can find an audio podcast. You will find the Log Room Guys Craft Beer Podcast. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to one or more of those feeds, and you will never miss a show. Again, thanks for following along with us. Have a great rest of your week. Have a wonderful weekend. Merry, Christmas in July. And we will talk to you tomorrow on the End of Chaser podcast and next week on the Log Room Guys Craft Beer Podcast, where our guest will be another brand new brewery from New Jersey, brewing some interesting beer.
Oh,
out west.
I can't wait.
I can't wait either. There you go. All right, folks.
Figure out who that is. Drink lots of beer. Drink responsibly. Responsibly brewing.
There you go. Drink a lot of beer, but drink responsibly, and have a wonderful weekend. And we'll talk to you next. We'll talk to you next week, folks. Take care. Cheers.
Cheers. These are some strange hops. Strange American hops.